Hi crafty friends, I'm Gail. Welcome to Wombat Hollow Crafts. This is my little corner of the YouTube universe where I talk about all my crafts and other bits and pieces that I get up to in the month. Today we are doing a January 2026 update. It is the 1st of February 2026, so welcome. I hope you've all had a great January. I had a very busy January. It was a busy month. So yeah, I hope yours was a busy month as well. So today we have some WIPs to share, a little bit of happy mail. I got my cotton and twine box that came in for December. That came in just after I posted my January update, so I'll share that. And yeah, just a few other little bits and pieces. We've got a drawing for last month and a new drawing for this month. So Mr. Monty's down here making grunty noises, so if you can hear that, that is him. So for the month, I've stitched 31 days out of 31 days in January. Apologies for yawning. Look, I don't know what it is. A lot of people say they suffer from itchy nose when they come on here. I yawn. I don't know what it is. I can go for hours and hours and hours and I'll be fine. The nanosecond I come on here, I start yawning. Anyone would think that I hadn't slept for weeks, but I have. But I just keep yawning. I don't know what it is. If someone knows why that is, please do share in the comments below. But as soon as I turn this camera on, I start yawning. So yeah. And my hair looks a bit weird. I'm trying to grow it out. I've decided I'm going to grow it out. So it looks a bit funky and all over the shop. So look, it's just the hot mess express that is me today. But anyway, so as I said, I stitched 31 days out of 31 days in January. So tick that off the goal list. My stats for this month. So I started off the month with 13, or started off the year with 13 WIPs. I've had 3 new starts. This little bit of hair, I'm sorry, I can see this every time I go past the white, irritating me no end, so I'll just try and tuck it under. You didn't come here to discuss my hair, you came here to look at stitching. So yeah, starting WIPs 13. I've had 3 new starts, 1 finish, no FFOs. I've worked on 5 projects. I ended the month with 15 WIPs. I'm not going to keep apologising for yawning, otherwise you're just going to get a video of apologies. Just is what it is. So out of my 5 projects that I've worked this month, I can't show 2 of them because 2 of them are gifts. So one of my new starts was a gift, and that was the finish. I can see it's over there. I've got to FFO it. So I can't share that with you until it's been received by the recipient. And my other new start is also a gift, and that is a current WIP, and I'm looking at it. It's in the basket over the other end there. So one of my, or 2 of the projects that I worked on in January, you won't see. So is what it is, right? So we'll go through everything else in a minute, but we'll do the draw first. So last month, I had a giveaway, and the zipper's going to go. I had a giveaway for this cotton and twine kit that I wasn't going to stitch. It was the January 2022 cotton and twine design. The keyword for this was family. Now, there was only one person who put the word family, and that was Susan Bartlett. So, Susan, congratulations. I will send this out to you in the mail. I do have your address details, so I'll send this out to you. But I will send you a message via Facebook Messenger to let you know that you've won this and it's coming out to you. So congratulations. So the drawing for this month. I've been going through sorting out all of my bits and pieces, bits and bobs. You'll see this probably looks a little bit different because I've moved some stuff over here. And also, I'll get into that in a minute. The drawing for this month. I found I had 2 sets of these. You know, I love me a good set or series. I had 2 sets of these, so I'm giving one of these sets away. So and I'm giving all 4 of these charts as one giveaway. These are the hands-on design triple play pillows designs. There are 3 designs per chart. So in essentially you get four patterns. So we have the summer basket. There is the spring basket. There is the autumn basket and the winter basket. Now, the reason why I bought these twice was I thought I'd lost these originally. I had bought these with 12 individual pieces of fabric to go with them. And I also have the fabric to make for me, I have the fabric to make them into pillows. So I was lucky enough that I was able to go onto the Simple Stitches fabric shop and buy the pillow. So that's the finishing fabric for the summer ones. So when I stitch them, I'm going to make them into pillows exactly as per the chart. But I'll show you this fabric while I've got it. That's the finishing fabrics for the winter pillows. These ones are the finishing fabrics for the spring pillows. So as you can see, I really wanted to stitch these, and they're the finishing fabrics for the summer ones. So I really, really wanted to stitch these pillows, and I thought I'd lost the, I couldn't find the charts anywhere. And I thought, oh, had I lost them in the move? Had I accidentally, you know, because I had a huge sort out when I packed everything to come over here, like the move, when we moved from New South Wales to South Australia. And I thought, oh, had I accidentally thrown them away? So I reordered them. And then when I was going through all of my bags, reorganized everything, I found them again. So I have these to give away. So yeah, you've got the summer, spring, autumn, winter. So to be in for a running for these, just say the word pillow or pillows. It doesn't matter. I'll catch either pillow or pillows. The usual stuff. Please be over 18 because I need to be able to get your address details. Don't say the word free, giveaway, etc. Yada yada yada. And yeah, just put the word pillow or pillows in your comment down below, and I will make a note of all of those, and I will draw these when I do my February update on the 1st of March. So yeah, beautiful patterns. They're absolutely beautiful. They look really pretty in a dough bowl. That's what my plan is. So yeah, pillow or pillows to be in the running to win those. All right, so what's been going on? Do you want to see some whips? I think it's going to be a pretty quick-ish video this time, I think. Anyway, let's share some whips. One of the things I can show you, I have been doing some work on some hardanger. So I have a hardanger whip from this design book called Diamond Designs in Hardanger Embroidery by Vaughan Olivieri. It is this one here that I'm doing, the Art Deco style piece. I really love this because there is no cutouts down the middle, so it'll look really pretty as a table runner on a dining room table to put things in the middle, etc. I am stitching mine on 28 count hardanger in the colorway ecru, and that I'm stitching it using Pearl 8 ecru thread. So this is where I am up to. It's really hard to show because it is ecru on ecru. So I'm currently stitching all of the elongated satin stitch in these 6-row batches. So as you can see, I'm currently on this one here, and then I just have them to do in these 4 spaces, and then that's all of the elongated satin stitch done. So I have done all of the outer blanket stitch cluster blocks. I've done all of the inner. I have done the inner satin stitch on either side, and this is really long. So I'll show you how long it is. Okay, so we start here and we go across, and we go across, and we're still going, and we go across. And then we go down, and it is the same on the bottom. So once I have finished doing all of these, I've got 2 little diamond satin stitches to do in this space here all the way along. So I'm not sure, I've got a cut on my finger. So like here, 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 you know, yada, 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 all the way across. And then the only thing I've got to do then is to do some cutting, etc. here. Now, this is where I'm going to change this one up, because in this pattern, what it has, oh, what is it? What is it called? Twisted bars. So it has twisted bars in the middle, elongated cross stitch, and then woven bars. What I've decided to do is I'm going to cut it the same, but I'm going to do twisted bars not only in the middle, but either side, and I'm going to do elongated cross stitch on either side. So instead of having woven bars on either side here, I'm going to have twisted bars, elongated cross stitch, twisted bars, elongated cross stitch, twisted bars. So I'm going to do that all the way along this one. This one I have been stitching a little bit. Apologies for that. That was my iPad going off. I've been stitching this on and off when I wanted a little bit of a break from my focus piece for this year. And yeah, I really hope to finish this year. This is one of my my 2029 starts. I've got my little book here, my logbook. I actually started this one on the 3rd of August 2019. So I'd really like to get this one finished this year. So yeah, so that's my heart anger. It's so big. I can't even get it all in focus of the camera. That's how big it is. So I hope to stitch a little bit more on this in February. We shall see. That would be really good if I could do that. So yeah. All right, and my next one I'm going to share with you, this is a new start. So this one, I started this on the 2nd of January 2026. This is a chart that I got off my bobbin, and it is called Family Portrait by Banani Stitchery. Now, apologies for the picture, doesn't do it justice. I think I still have a colour photo of this in my photo log on my phone. If I do, I'll insert the colour photo here. This has been so much fun to stitch. I've been stitching it on Pattern Keeper. So I stitched on this for 5 days. I'm currently at 20.9% completed. I've stitched a total of 4,804 stitches out of 22,989 stitches. I am stitching this on 14 count white Aida, full and half cross using 2 threads. And this is where we're up to. So what I did with this, I'm essentially stitching it in 2 halves. So that's the halfway line. So I've done all of the half stitch around, and I've started filling in. I was starting to fill it in rows, and then I was concentrating on doing this little sheep's face. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I will get back to stitching this one tomorrow, because it is the weekend. Today is Sunday, and I've got one more day of stitching on Stanley today. So yeah, that's Family Portrait by Banani Stitchery. So that's a pattern off my bobbin. So that one is a lot of fun. Okay, focus piece for this year. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I have had a Heaven and Earth Design full coverage piece going for many years. It's its 16th birthday this year. So this is the Fish Juggler by Randall Spangler, original artwork. The chart is by Heaven and Earth Designs. So let me just give you, in fact, before I keep going, what I'm going to do, I have a photo of where I was at with this as of the 1st of January. Of course, I forgot to take a photo. So what I did, I went back and I watched my my WIP parade, and I took a screenshot of where Stanley was at the time. So what I'll do, I will insert a photo of that here. So you can see where Stanley was at as of the 1st of January. So I'm building this up, can you tell? But I love stats and figures, so let's just share the stats and figures with him. So as of the 1st of January, I had completed, I've got on my notes here, 181,947 stitches out of 239,600 stitches. So I was at 75.94% completed, and I had 57,653 stitches left to go. So what I did, I put a plan in place that in 2026, I was going to work on Stanley every single weekend and public holiday down here in South Australia, and also from the 15th of the month until the end of the month, which worked out to be 247. I think I don't have that written down, but I think it was 247 stitching sessions to finish him. So I need to do a minimum of between 232 or 231 stitches per session. So I've worked it out. I think it's towards the end of July that it changes from 232 to 231 stitches per session. So in the month of January, I had 22 stitching sessions that I had to do. So I stitched each of those 22 stitching sessions. Check that one off. The minimum stitches per stitching session was 232. I did that. Tick that off. Now, the least amount of stitches that I got done in a stitching session was on the 21st of January. I stitched 358 stitches in that stitching session. The most amount of stitches that I did was on the 23rd of January. I did 866 stitches in that stitching session. So the total minimum stitches for the month that I needed to get, stitching 22 sessions, 232 stitches per session, was 5,104. That was the minimum. The total actual stitches for the month, 13,975 stitches. So I am 8,871 stitches ahead of my goal as of the 31st of January. Essentially what that means is I am 38 stitching sessions ahead. So if I was, as of today, if I reverted back to only just stitching the bare minimum each stitching session on the days as noted, the new revised finish date for Stanley would be the 8th of November 2026. I'm really enjoying this. I am pushing myself to see if I can finish him early, and I am really enjoying stitching on him. So the stats as of yesterday, the 31st of January, I have completed 195,922 stitches out of 239,600 stitches. I am 81.77% complete. I have 43,678 stitches left. Do you want to see him? He's beautiful. See if I can get him all in camera, and then I'll go through what I've been stitching on. He's too big. I can't get him all in camera. Is he on? I don't know. Anyway, let's do a close. So this, well, you've all seen this before. This top bit So we've stitched on this before. God, it's like holding up a rug. It's very heavy. All right, so this is what I've been stitching on. So as you would have seen, I'm going to fold it over so I can show it a little bit more clearly. As you would have seen from where I started, I had like a little bit of this done, like a little bit of this. So I essentially finished all of this bit. There was some like little ninja stitches. This was so confetti heavy. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, like one stitch here, one stitch here. So what I ended up doing was I'd stitch a couple of confetti stitches, come back and stitch some more confetti, a bit more to sort of, play it up a little bit. So there is that bit. So then when I finish this row, I've then come down. So what I'm doing, I am page completing. I'm doing color completion cross country by page. But what I've done, because I'm now down to the last couple of rows, I'm combining the last full page and the last partial page. So I've completed, I have fully, as you can see, this is where I started. I've fully completed this section here, and I have started here. Now, because this is all quite, the bits I'm coming into now, this one I just stitched full cross country all the way down. I just moved, I've got a pattern keeper on my laptop and I just move it down. So this one was fairly easy. This one is quite confetti heavy. So what I've decided to do, I'm stitching these 2.5 rows to start with, and then I'm going to break it up and do the next 4 rows of this page, then the next 4 rows, and then the last 3 rows. Because what that means is I can blow it up on my laptop. I can make it large. I can expand it out. I don't have to move the thing on Pattern Keeper. I could just leave it on the laptop large, stitch all of this section, then go down and stitch the next section. So, yeah. So that's where we're sort of up to. That's all I've got left. It's very exciting. Very exciting. So yes, I'll show you again that section there that I finished. And that section there. So what I've done, I've taken a photo, I've remembered to take a photograph of where we are at as of right now. So that way then I can share with you where he's at now when I show you my progress at my February update, beginning of March. It's all very exciting. All right, so what else has been going on? I have been doing a diamond painting conversion of a full coverage chart. This is going to take me a long time to do. It's huge. The actual canvas itself is 4 foot by 6 foot. It's enormous. It's huge. It is Ugly Birds by Sarah Marchetti. So that's the original artwork. What I did, I took a video of it just before I started filming this of where I'm up to. So what I'll do, I'll insert that video here. Okay, so this is my Heaven and Earth design diamond painting cross stitch conversion that I'm doing. And it is Ugly Birds by Sarah Marchetti. This canvas I ordered as a custom blank canvas from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I got all of the drills ordered from an American company. And I got all of the stickers, except for obviously my spares. All of the stickers are made by Rebecca from Admiral Zest. So I'll show you where I'm at. I'm currently doing it 2 10 by 10 columns at a time going down. So as you can see, there's lots and lots of sparkle. And you can see this is the start of the neck of one of the birds. That's where I'm up to on this column. It is very, very long, as you can see. This is going to take me a very long time. Can you see how long? it is. But as you can see from the picture, the white on the bird's neck is here. So the sparkle is just stunning. Really, really enjoying doing this. Haven't done any for a couple of days, but I will get back into it. And when I do it, I tend to do it 600, a block of 600 at a time. So that is my DP conversion of the cross-stitch chart of Ugly Birds by Sarah Marchetti. As you can see, a lot of work, but it sparkles. It's so beautiful. In fact, I'm leaning everything on it right now. It is beautiful. I haven't done any diamond painting for the last couple of days. So I do have to sort of, pull my finger out and do some more. So, yeah, I might look at it today. I'll just see how I feel. Okay. What else we've got to share? Just some stitchy kindness. My gorgeous, lovely friend, Leanne. Hey, Leanne from Stitchy Moon Crafts. She recently went over to the UK, Scotland and Paris, I think it was, for a holiday. And she very, very generously bought me a few things from Liberty. These beautiful, it's from Liberty, beautiful Liberty scissor with the scissors that are tied on, which is perfect. So you'll never lose the scissor holder. It is just gorgeous, gorgeous Liberty fabric, beautiful. And then she also bought me this, again, this is, I think it's in the vein of Liberty. I don't think it is actual Liberty, but it's by Alice Carolyn England, and they're 30 laser cut 1 3/4 hexies. They are beautiful. And they've put a couple of inspiration projects on the back, and they're the sort of things you can make with them. So they're beautiful. So thank you, Leanne. And as I said, I got my December cotton and twine box not long after I posted my January box. So here it is. I have pulled it open because I just wanted to make sure it was that box, mind you, but I haven't opened it. So here it is here. So let's open it together. Okay, so this is the December 25 cotton and twine design. Wow, this is, oh, that's a huge, normally they just print it on one A4 piece, but this is huge. So this is called Winter Owls. It's very, very cute. I enjoy stitching that. So, the sweet treat for this month was Prosecco Rosé gummies. And organic English breakfast tea, which is lovely. I've just made myself a cup of coffee, but I'll have that later on this afternoon. Oh, that's cute. The gift for this month is a needle minder. Look at that. That's so cute. I've got a couple of really pretty historical sampler company needle minders now because I've got a few in the box. So I think the needle minder must have come out of that box because that's it, that bag, it's empty. So we've got some red stripy material as a backing for the pillow. We've got the red sort of cording to go round. And I am going for the linen box now. So I've got the linen and the threads. So that's all very pretty. So what I'll do now that I've opened it, I'll put it in a project bag. This will join the other cotton and twine projects, and I will get to stitch them this year. Just make sure I haven't left anything in here, which I haven't. This can go in the recycling now. Done deal. So that's me done. So plans for February. I have joined a new stitching group. So there is a stitching group about 40 minutes away from me here called the Strathalbyn Stitches. They're in regional South Australia, and they meet every second Monday at one of the local church halls in Strathalbyn. So their first meeting of the month was a couple of weeks ago, so I went to that. They're a lovely, lovely bunch of ladies. So they meet every second Monday. So I'll be going there again tomorrow. So that's been really, really good. And one of the really, really exciting things is I was talking to a few of the ladies there at the last meeting that I went to, and they said, oh, you know, we just take our own projects, stitch on our own things, etc. There's a couple of organised group activities we do during the course of the year, but other than that, we stitch our own things. And they said, oh, is there anything that you really would like to learn? And I said, I would love to learn how to make socks. I really would. In this shelf here behind all these bags in this other, I've got so much hand-dyed sock wool, gorgeous sock wool. And I said, I really would love to learn how to make socks. And one of them said, oh, yeah, one of the ladies here, she's not here today, but she makes socks all the time. She'll be able to show you. I was like, really? So I am hoping that my wish to learn how to make socks, I'll be able to do that this year. So stay tuned for that. That'll be interesting. So other than that, my other plans for February, I've got the gift that I have finished. I need to FFO that. So I'm looking at that. That's on the table over there. Stanley will be stitched on every weekend, and from the 15th of the month to the end of the month. The first 5 days in the month of February will be family portrait, and then the second 5 days will be the gift. Now, I was going to start on my yoga guinea pigs, but however, when I looked at my calendar and saw that I had these 2 celebrations coming up and I needed to stitch the gifts for those, I thought, no, I'll put aside yoga guinea pigs for now. I'll do the gift stitching that I need to finish, and then I'll start on the yoga guinea pigs. So the yoga guinea pigs haven't been abandoned. They've just been pushed back a little bit. So again, I need to get these gifts stitched so that way then I can get on then and stitch my yoga guinea pigs, so which will be lovely. But in the meantime, Stanley, we'll work on Stanley today. Our house we'll delve into life now. Our house in Sydney, I think I mentioned it last time, was sold. Settlement for that happens on Tuesday. So a couple of days from now, which is very, very exciting. I'm super excited to have that all finished, done and dusted. So that's one thing off the list. And then, of course, once that settles, then we can do some other stuff around the house here. So you would have seen I have put up a library tour video. So I had a lot of people asking for a tour of the library. And I also did a craft room tour as well. I had a lot of people asking for a tour of the craft room. So I went around and did that. So quite a few people have watched that. So for those who've watched it, thank you very much. And all of your beautiful, kind comments. Thank you so much about how lovely it looks and how I've got it laid out and that sort of thing. So all of my what I call my treasures are in here. So a lot of these things I look at and they all have memories, you know, and I love sitting here at my big table working and looking at all my treasures. I'm looking at them now. And they just bring a smile to my face. They really do. It's a great space to sit and be creative and, you know, be surrounded by artwork and things that have been made by my family and friends who aren't with us anymore. And it's just beautiful to be surrounded by such, you know, creativity, and it's just really, really inspiring. So it's a beautiful space to sit and craft. And I'm very, very fortunate to have this space. I do know that and acknowledge that. And I just hope that wherever you are, that you have a little space that you can call your own, that you can, you know, explore your own creativity, and be surrounded by love. So yeah, that's my hope for you guys. So that's me done. So we will catch up again as of the 1st of March for February updates. In the meantime, have a wonderful February. Stay safe, stay well, happy crafting, and I will catch you all later. See ya.